The world watches how protests play out on U.S. campuses. We're also waiting to see what happens with a potential ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken was in Israel today, and that trip included a visit with the Prime Minister. Fox 5's Chris Welch joins us with the latest. And Chris, are we any closer to an agreement?
Yeah, Steve and Natasha, kind of hard to say tonight. Antony Blinken held a press conference today, but offered very little in terms of specifics on a possible deal. And while he was in Israel, Palestinians in Gaza had a rally of sorts of their own today to send a direct message to the protesters here in the United States.
Civilians in central Gaza held this small demonstration Wednesday, holding signs offering a thank you to students at various universities carrying out pro-Palestinian protests, including those at Columbia.
Forcibly taking over a building is not peaceful.
White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre says the president is monitoring the situation on college campuses closely, but she says he is also attuned to the ongoing negotiations regarding a possible ceasefire in the Middle East.
There's a deal at the table, on the table. Hamas needs to take it.
That deal, the primary focus of Secretary of State Antony Blinken's three-day trip to the Middle East.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
In Israel earlier today, he met with the families of Israeli hostages.
Keep strong, keep the faith. We will be with you every single day until we get this done.
And he also met with President Isaac Herzog, then Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, with whom he brought up the issue of greater humanitarian assistance to civilians in Gaza.
There are a number of other things that we want to see continued progress on. I left a list of items with the Prime Minister and with other officials in the government.
But regarding a hostage release and ceasefire agreement, he did not indicate one way or the other how close that is to actually happening.
If Hamas actually purports to care about the Palestinian people and wants to see an immediate alleviation of their suffering, it will take the deal.
And you might remember Netanyahu yesterday said that with or without a deal, he still plans to move forward with a planned incursion into the Gaza city of Rafah. Blinken was asked if those comments hurt the chances of a deal. He wouldn't say one way or the other, only saying the U.S., quote, does not support a major military operation in Rafah. Natasha, back to you.
All right, Chris, thank you.